Picture this for a second. You wake up on Monday morning. Your alarm goes off, you hit snooze, then eventually drag yourself out of bed because work starts in an hour. You grab your phone and check your bank account. Your paycheck came in on Friday, which felt great for about maybe 24 hours. But now, between rent, groceries, subscriptions, car payments, and that random Amazon purchase you barely remember making, your balance already looks thinner than you'd like. You're not irresponsible. You went to school, you work hard, you pay your bills. From the outside, everything looks fine. But deep down, there's this quiet question sitting in the back of your mind. Why does it feel like I'm working so hard, yet never really getting ahead? If that thought has ever crossed your mind, you're not alone. Because the truth is, most people aren't stuck financially because they're lazy or bad with money. They're stuck because of a handful of decisions that feel completely normal, but quietly keep them trapped in the middle class for decades. And today, we're going to break down 7 of those decisions. Some of these might surprise you. Some might feel a little uncomfortable. But if you understand them early enough, they can completely change your financial future. My name is Jack, and I spend way too much time thinking about how everyday financial decisions shape people's long-term wealth. If you're someone who works hard but feels like your money never quite stretches far enough, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because here's the thing, most financial advice online focuses on flashy strategies, crypto trades, side hustles, flipping houses. But the real story, most people's financial future is determined by a few boring decisions they make in their 20s and 30s. And those decisions compound over time, sometimes for the better, and sometimes not. So, let's walk through them. 1. Lifestyle inflates with every pay raise. Here's the thing. Most people think earning more money automatically leads to becoming wealthier. It doesn't. In fact, research from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that when people receive raises, their spending increases almost proportionally. In other words, income goes up, spending goes up. Let me show you how this plays out. Imagine someone making $50,000 a year. They get promoted and start earning $70,000. Instead of investing that extra income, they upgrade their lifestyle. Better apartment, nicer car, more dinners out. Suddenly, they're making $70,000, but living paycheck to paycheck, just at a slightly higher level. Now, you might be thinking, well, Jack, what's the point of making more money if you can't enjoy it? Fair question. And the answer isn't that you shouldn't enjoy your income. But here's what most people don't realize. Wealth isn't built when your income rises. It's built when your spending rises slower than your income. That small gap between earning and spending, that's where wealth lives. 2. Financing cars that are way too expensive. Look, this one might sting a little. Cars are emotional purchases. They represent success, independence, and status. But financially speaking, cars are one of the fastest ways people accidentally trap themselves in the middle class. Let's say someone buys a $50,000 car with a monthly payment of $850. That might feel manageable. If that same $850 per month was invested instead in a basic index fund, averaging about 7% annually, after 30 years, it could grow to around $1 million. Let that sink in. A car payment today, or $1 million tomorrow. And the psychological trap here is subtle. You see neighbors, coworkers, friends driving nice cars, so you assume that's normal. But what's normal isn't always financially smart. 3. Waiting too long to start investing. This one is huge. And honestly, it's one of the heartbreaking mistakes because it feels harmless at first. People think, I'll start investing once I'm making more money. Or I'll start when things settle down. But time is the single most powerful factor in building wealth. Here's a quick example. 2 people invest $500 per month. Person A starts at age 25. Person B starts at age 35. Both earn the same return of about 7% annually. By age 65, person A ends up with roughly $1.2 million. Person B ends up with around $600,000. Same monthly investment, same returns, the only difference, 10 years. This is where it gets really interesting. The early years of investing don't feel exciting. Progress feels slow. But those early contributions are actually the most powerful dollars you'll ever invest. 4. Believing income alone creates wealth. Here's a myth that quietly traps a lot of people. Once I earn enough, I'll be rich. But income and wealth are two very different things. Someone earning $200,000 a year who spends $195,000 annually is technically rich in income, but poor in wealth. Meanwhile, someone earning $80,000 but investing consistently can become financially independent over time. Wealth isn't about how much money flows through your life. It's about how much money stays and multiplies. 5. Ignoring small recurring expenses. Now, before you roll your eyes and think this is another stop buying coffee lecture, that's not the point. The problem isn't small purchases. The problem is recurring financial leaks people forget about. Streaming services, subscription apps, gym memberships, food delivery habits. Individually, they seem harmless, but collectively, they can quietly eat $300 to $800 per month. That's $3,600 to $9,600 per year, disappearing without much thought. And over 25 years invested, that could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. 6. Surrounding yourself with people who normalize overspending. Money habits are contagious. If everyone around you spends freely, upgrades constantly, and lives paycheck to paycheck, that behavior starts to feel normal. Psychologists call this social proof. We look to others to determine what behavior is acceptable. But here's the dangerous part. You rarely see people's debt. You see the vacations, the cars, the apartments, but not the credit card statements behind them. 7. Assuming the system will take care of you. For decades, people assumed pensions, Social Security, and stable careers would handle retirement. But the world has changed. In the US, the average retirement savings for people in their 40s is under $100,000. In the UK, many households are significantly behind recommended savings targets. Financial security today is increasingly self-directed, which means the earlier you take control, the better your odds. If you zoom out, something fascinating appears. None of these decisions feel dramatic. They're subtle, quiet, completely normal. That's why they're so powerful. Financial futures aren't usually destroyed by one massive mistake. They're shaped by hundreds of tiny decisions repeated over decades. What can you do instead? See what actually works. 3 simple principles. 1. Keep lifestyle growth slower than income growth. 2. Invest automatically every month. 3. Design your environment around people who respect long-term thinking. It doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs to be consistent. Look, if you're watching this right now, chances are you're already ahead of most people because awareness is where everything starts. The middle class trap isn't about intelligence. It's about habits. And the good news is, habits can change. Small financial decisions made today can completely reshape your life 10, 20, or 30 years from now. So here's a question for you. Out of the 7 decisions we talked about today, which one do you see most often in your own life? Let me know in the comments. And if this video gave you a new perspective on money, hit the like button and subscribe. Because on this channel, we talk about the financial realities most people never hear about, but absolutely should. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.